Welcome back to DIY with Dave. Today we're going to redo this closet. Today I'm in my daughter's room, and what we're doing today is we are going to redo this closet. Now my plan for this closet is to really make it more functional. As you can see right now, there's a ton of wasted space below, a lot of wasted space above. So I'm going to take out the wire bar and the wire shelving, and I'm going to add 2 shelves. One that's going to be on the bottom and go about halfway, one that's going to be higher and span the entire distance. And I'm going to have some cubbies in the center, which I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do, but I do want to put in some shelves, as well as maybe some drawers. So we'll see how quickly we can do that. And then I'll paint it all and it'll look great. The first thing that I need to do is to put up some cleats. Together with shelf brackets, this is going to be what holds up all the shelves. In places where I don't have a stud, I need to use some drywall anchors to make sure that everything is secure. Now the challenge with this closet is it's actually really big. In fact, from one end to the other end, it's over 8 feet wide. It's almost 9 feet wide, which means that I have to be really careful about the materials that I choose. Any sheet good, any MDF or particle board or melamine or any kind of shelving material generally is not going to be that wide. I could buy a specialty shelf, but what I'm actually going to do for that top shelf that's going to be a little bit longer or wider is that I'm going to use a piece of poplar that I've had sitting around for a while. I have this left over from when I remodeled my kitchen back a few years ago. I built all the cabinets in my kitchen out of poplar, and this was a really wide piece. It was 14 inches wide and really long. It was over 9 feet long. And so this is something that I had been saving for something, I didn't know what. And so I've decided I'm going to use that poplar piece for the top to span that. Now I understand that not everybody's got a huge piece of poplar just lying around and the tools to mill it, but any kind of shelving material will do. If the board isn't long enough for the whole width, you may have to brace it in the middle. For me, I wanted my center cubbies to be hanging from the top rather than supporting the shelf from the bottom, and so that's why I opted to do it this way. Next, I cut up this sheet of particle board to make the cubbies. Now I like to cut sheet goods with a track saw on a foam pad. It's a lot safer than a table saw and a lot more accurate than using just a circular saw. The smaller shelves I cut on the miter saw. It would be nice to have a sliding miter saw for wide cuts like this, but I make do with what I've got, maybe someday. From there I add some cleats to the particle board with glue and some screws. And that's going to be what holds the smaller shelves in place. And then I put all the cubbies together. To install the shelf brackets, I use my right angle screwdriver attachment. I love this thing, I use it all the time, and it's perfect for hard to reach areas like this. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out. Hey, Future Dave here. I just wanted to butt in here at the end of this video and give you guys a few updates. I think, as you know, I'm moving. This was actually the last project that I took on before I knew I was going to be moving, so I didn't quite finish it. And I wanted to just explain a couple things that I did and why I did them. So the first thing is these cubbies. Originally, I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do with them. I wanted to do some drawers, and that was my original intention. But because I found out I was moving, I did not have time to build drawers and put them in. I also didn't put a piece on the bottom, again, because that was going to be a drawer, and I wasn't going to worry about it, but here we are. One thing I did, though, as part of this project was I did not want to have anything resting on the ground on the carpet. I was really careful of that. And the reason for that is I wanted at some point to be able to replace the carpet and not have to worry about cutting around or doing something like that underneath it. Now I was able to do that because I had that shelf of poplar on the top and I could just have it hanging down. If you had two pieces of wood, it may be a little bit more difficult to do that. So, if you're doing something similar, keep that in mind. But that was why I did that the way that I did it. So anyway, I hope that helps explain a little bit. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Check out all my other videos and all the projects I've done in my home, or explainer videos where I talk about things like lumber prices or forestry, lumber markets, that sort of thing. I hope you guys enjoy it. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.